Well, this match won't be slow and deliberate, and as we anticipated, Marshall Holman is starting on lane 11. Well, probably the biggest match he's bowled in quite a while.
That's right. It's still confusing for Parker why he chose to start that match, but for Marshall, it makes a lot more sense. Gets over to lane 12 for the 10th frame.
Marshall Holman from Medford, Oregon.
I don't think he threw that the way he wanted to, but...
Did you read his lips, sir? I couldn't read what he was saying.
I think he liked it.
I think he's wearing a mic out there.
Well, this is going to be a good match. I think this is going to be a Marshall has the itch. I think he really wants to win again, real bad.
Well, I'm sure as Webb starts with a strike, but in the back of his mind is that 20 thing, trying to get to 20 victories.
Well, I think so. You know, this is going to be an incredibly important shot here for Wayne. He is on the lane that has been the toughest lane for every bowler today. He needs to hit this shot right here to put the pressure on Marshall right out of the gate.
Well, he does.
We've got a match.
Shot.
I think this is going to be a match. Both of these two bowlers know what they're doing, and it shows. Marshall's playing a line that's real similar to what we saw Tim Chris doing. He's floating the ball out, but he's got a little more continuous back end than Tim Chris had.
Come on.
Keeping himself under control there, talking to himself. I think that's key for Marshall. I've seen him in the past. He has a tendency to get excited.
What a record there. 6 consecutive years making over $100,000 each year in the 80s. Look at Marshall. Anything different here?
Well, it looks pretty much like the old Marshall. He doesn't change. He stays smooth and steady. He makes little adjustments in his game. Looks like he has slightly different release on the ball than he used to have. Gets a little fired up, calms himself down. He's exciting to watch.
I bet that heart's pumping right now a lot. A solid 9, and that eliminates any possibility of a perfect game there by Wayne Webb.
Well, Bowl 1's offering $25,000 if anybody does it, so it's up to Marshall now. He wants to lay claims to that money. That was a really bad break, though, for Wayne. He threw that ball real good on his good lane.
Converts the 9-pin. Goes back to his more difficult lane, trailing by 11. Hasn't trailed too much since the first match.
But nobody's been able to put Wayne away by any means. He finds a way to stay in every match.
Perfect shot right there. Perfect shot.
Well, I'm wondering if he's thinking he should have done that earlier in the day, but I guess since he's at this point, doesn't really matter,
does it?
That's right.
No. But it does matter for Marshall to keep striking.
That's right. I think. Keeps the pressure on.
1981, the last time they met for
Kansas City. Oh!
And a solid 10. Boy, he couldn't have thrown it much better.
Well, Marshall threw 2 shots in a row that were the swishing hit, the light hit that carried. That soft roll in the back end was carrying him. He threw that one too good. I think he...
Cross lane at the 10-pin, using the same ball that he threw for the strike. Converts it. It's been since 1988 since Marshall's won a tournament. I asked him if he still remembered how to win.
Well, I tell you, going into this tournament, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but once I started to get a good ball reaction and the good things started happening, I definitely remembered what it felt like, and I was out there gyrating and doing everything that the old Marshall Holman used to do, so I remember what it feels like. I'll know what to do today.
Well, he carried 3 hits in a row, and now suddenly a 10-pin and a 7-pin.
Well, there's no question. He looks like the first right-hander who's come out to bowl the first game, and he's lined up on both lanes.
No mistakes here. 109th career TV appearance. What was that, 63 and 89?
Yeah.
A little pirouette there. He looked like Brett Favre.
Ooh, playing with the crowd a little bit, too. That's just like the old Marshall.
Marshall playing to the crowd.
I think he enjoys that.
Webb with an opportunity to take the lead.
Yep, the 9 to go.
That looked like another one, didn't it?
I thought he left it again.
Basically an even match. Webb a pin ahead.
It's been too long.
And he is throwing a different ball in the left lane than he is the right lane.
Yep. Well, he's playing a completely different line, it looks like. He's much deeper on the left lane now.
Oh, is he wired? 11 pins ahead.
That's Wayne looks like he's finding it, and he looks like he's concentrating, and he's not playing to any crowd. Back to the light hit. A little calmer reaction out of that strike, though.
7th frame, trails by 11. Something tells me in my inner gut that this is a very key shot.
I think so. This shot here, if he can throw it, is going to bring this match down to the wire. There's no doubt.
One pin.
The fire and the emotion that I remember so well watching Marshall every week on TV, it seemed like. Still there. Well, there's a payback break maybe for the solid 9, but
what a great match these two guys are playing. I'll tell you what, with all the struggling that we've had before.
Wayne took a little extra time on this one, threw it, just gets the break on the 4.
The 2-pin gives it the tender touch. 11 pins can increase it to 21 8th frame action.
Tripping those 4s are deadly out here. I don't think Wayne got through this shot as well as he wanted to. They kind of cut it a little short, didn't get his follow through, wasn't balanced as well as his other shot. Ball just hooked up a little early. But he did get away with a break here.
At the 4-7. If you're enjoying this bowling, stay tuned. Later tonight, it's the LPBT, the Three Rivers Open. At 11:30 Eastern time tonight. That's only 9:30 on the coast, not even late out there. Well, I'm informed that that's 11:30 Central time, so we got to make sure that we're correct here.
Well, Marshall needs this strike
to take the lead.
Oh, he threw that nice. That might honestly, it looked like he might have stuck a little at the line, but that was the most aggressive shot Marshall threw this whole game.
And he's looking at the scoreboard. He knows how important this 9th frame is.
Look at this ball. This ball really had a lot more pop to it when it came back. He wasn't going to flirt around with it. He likes that one. I don't